Welcome everyone to this edition of Current Connect. Today, we'll talk about Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code Second Amendment Bill 2019. Union Cabinet has approved the proposal to make amendments in the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code IBC 2016 through the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code Second Amendment Bill 2019. Let us see what is the connect. The Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016 provides a time-bound process to resolve insolvency among companies and individuals. IBC attempts to create a formal insolvency resolution process (IRP) for businesses, either coming up with a viable survival mechanism or by ensuring that speedy liquidation. Insolvency is a situation where an individual or company is unable to repay their outstanding debt. The government has amended the Insolvency Code to protect new owners of bankrupt companies from any criminal accountability concerning the time when the firms were controlled by the erstwhile promoters. The Central has, in the bill, brought in a new threshold for allowing home buyers and certain category of financial creditors for initiating Corporate Insolvency Resolution Plan (CIRP). It has been stipulated that at least 100 home buyers or 10% of home buyers in a project, whichever is lower, are required for moving an insolvency petition against real estate developer. It allows entity of corporate debtors undergoing resolution continue to avoid the need to apply for new licenses and permissions. It is introduced to provide generic framework for insolvency and liquidation proceedings of financial service providers other than banks. Let us see how is this connected to the UPSC syllabus. The amendments aim to remove certain difficulties being faced during the insolvency resolution process, to realize the objects of the code, and to further ease doing of business. It is introduced to provide for the timely conclusion of cases, greater flexibility for corporate restructuring for maximizing value of assets, protect primacy of secured creditors, and removing voting deadlock of home buyers, among others. It will provide immunity to companies taking over stressed assets from prosecution for financial crimes committed by erstwhile promoters. It would definitely widen options in terms of interested bidders and encourage more resolution applicants to come forward to bid for stressed assets. This could be connected to GS Paper 3.